And greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Valheim. First night spent in my new house. It's a little bare, but now that's a view, isn't it? All right, let's yeah. We're gonna do this too. Hello, Andre. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So I'll be able to put chests all around. You are tier 1. I'm guessing that means you're out of reach. 'Cause I have everything needed. And that, folks. Okay, good. Now, there are a few things I'm not going to be able to do much with. That's definitely gonna poke through. Let's try something else. Okay, that is also 2. So. Huh, let's test something. Haven't tested. Actually. Nope. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so Can put improvement on the wall by putting the floor under so that it touches the wall. If you remove the floor litter, it'll stick to the wall. Oh, that is good to know. Should be on that side, really. Improvement on the wall by putting the floor. I don't see if I don't need to remove a wall. This one with the leather also. Looks better on the wall. That's true. Let's see, what else do I need? That. That one, I just gotta go get the chain. Needs to be taken to the forge. Usually take part of the wall. In the wall. Oh, that's yeah. That's good. That makes sense. All right, that's 45 of this. What happens if I put you? Oh, that doesn't look bad. I have just given myself a window. Oh, because I'm in here, of course. My comfort, my rested buff keeps updating. All right. Okay, this is the stone one, right? What do I need for the boat? I need 30. Okay. Well, that I can actually get. Actually, the long ship is what I want. How the hell do I only have... Let me grab the nails that I... How do I only have 74 nails? Oh, right. What do I have? Hey, Mrs. Prickleton, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Wait, am I out of wood? Am I really out of wood? Wow, I'm out of wood. Let's empty my pockets. You're doing well. Very cool. I'm good. The day was tiring, but good. Some of the stuff I did writing wise was more work than just writing. This morning, what I was doing. I was doing world building. The project that I work on Thursday morning, I did not have any stories in mind for it. One of those days without ideas, without creativity, and my rule for that world when that happened is I do world building. So that's what I spent the morning doing, and that involved a certain an amount of working with a drawing program because I was building I do my world building through news articles. So I needed to build the articles in question. And that meant, putting headlines together. And that was tiring. I am not a visual person. And this afternoon, I was doing a read and comment on someone else's story. And while I enjoy doing those, that's also it takes a little more out of me. Why am I cutting down trees? I got tons of wood at the old house. Are you doing something like clips from HP? Well, part of it is old stuff because my world building starts in 1865. So that's written as, a news article in a paper. And this one, I believe, it's a Kansas City paper. But I do have a couple of stories relating to Korean War. Those are told in papers, but they come from Reuters, and one comes from AP, Associated Press. And but yeah, like they're mostly, well, the before visual media ones are in papers, and okay, where did it go? Yeah, yeah. Associated Press, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know I've got one regarding that. Basically dealing with it's a world with superpowers, so I didn't want to have superpowers involved in wars, so I needed to come up with something, a way to keep them out, and I decided to do it through the United Nations and their group called United Supers. But yeah, like basically I use the articles to set up the world basically, and you know, address things that are different from ours, you know, some being obvious, others less so. Like one of the decisions I made, I heard someone throw something at, oh, you guys are down. One of the decisions I made is that the technology advances a little faster because of, you know, super science, tech, gadgeteers and stuff like that. So it's 20, by the time we reach now, that world is going to be 20 years ahead of us. They're also going to be fully electric for cars and stuff like that. And most of the electricity is going to be green. I have windows! Okay. That's actually bigger. So how about we change this? Since you're too big to be hidden, let's put you here. That's gonna need bronze, which I don't have. All right, so that, the anvil, is the last one I need to put up. And because it needs bronze, I definitely, yeah, I've reached a point where I need to to take a boat to the house. That means I need nails. I have no idea what happened to the nails I had. I lost 25 or so nails. Yeah. Anyway. Unless there's something that requires nails that I made without really thinking about it, and it... Yeah, I'm a little miffed at it, but you know, like, as you said, it happens. Oh right, I'm out of fine wood. All right, well I can get that at the other location. Oh, nighttime. All right, let's sleep. Oh, thought I'd seen an oak. And what are you up to today, Mrs. Prickleton? On the plus side, currently building a small planting area in the plains for barley and flax. Nice. Yeah, a garden area with at my house is definitely on the agenda. Really? 39? I need 40 and you're locking me at 30 bleeping 9? You couldn't give me an extra one? No, you're gonna force me to cut down another tree. All right, that's there. Now the plan is to gather anything and everything that can't go through the portal. Hey, no tiger goes raw redeem. Not at this point, no. How are you doing today, but it plays? Okay, so we start up here. Actually, surviving-ish. I'm going to need more of these, because... you need 20. Well, I hope the surviving is productive. Actually convince the Overlord that depriving humans of sleep is actually torture and to be frowned upon. Oh wow, these things can actually just survive out of nothing. Alright, can I put down a forge? No, but just because I don't have the stone. Well, the stone's easy to get. I mean, links to the ceiling. Well, I'll get it out of there anyway. Alright, so that can come through, so it's gonna stay there. Ingots and ore are the only thing that can't actually... That is... So I need to take down the really, that's a okay. Well, that's because they've got metal in them. It's done. Okay, so. Oh, is there anything that contains metal? Well done. That, but I want to make sure that I'm done first. Okay, how about outside? Do I have anything out here that contains metal? So, all right, so let's okay. You can go here in the meantime. I'm gonna sleep in my own bed today. Right. Well, it's not like I'm in a hurry or anything. Oh, I need to break. Oh, actually, that's going to fix a problem. I actually don't need that on me. Because I need to break the one at the house so that when I put one down, it will connect at the base. Ekla! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Actually, I think I'm gonna rename it. I'm not gonna break it down. I'm just gonna rename it. Because I'm going to need to come back here, so. So I'm going to rename this to a farm. You are doing fine. I'm glad to hear that. I am doing well. I'm going to grab you guys. Where's you? I am doing well, a little bit tired. Today was a bit of a work day. I was doing world building this morning, so that took a little bit more out of me. Had to do some visual stuff. Yep, for Harker. And also had somebody new drop by the stream, so that was a good conversation. But yeah, I didn't have any stories to write, so you know, visual stuff takes more out of me. It's that I'm not a visual person, so. Oops. Hey, buddy. I forgot to grab wood. Actually, I don't need to because I put it there. Oh, well. I hate miscalculating like that. All right, let's go get them. Yeah, I worked on putting, well, on the articles for the timeline of why telepaths are banned from teaching. Well, it started with one teacher who used her telepathic ability to create a mental environment for a teacher that would help them learn, and some parents noticed what was happening with their kids and they did not appreciate it, and that started something of a scare, of a fear situation. And after that, that teacher got banned from that teaching. But that's one teacher, and she became something of an activist. And that's in the 80s, early 80s. And in after that, another teacher was lost his job because somebody found out he had mental power, and even though all he could do was sense people's intentions, accusation of inappropriate behavior started circulating. When it was revealed the guy was gay, on top of that, they fired him right off the bat. After that, a teacher telepath was actually caught using her mental power to be inappropriate with her students. And that led to a very wide smear campaign against telepath, and the government decided to take action. And well, as usual, you had government overreach, and they went, you know what? We are going to keep the children safe, and we will never allow telepath in the classroom again. And to make sure that telepaths will never be caught in a classroom, willingly or unwillingly, knowingly or unknowingly, we are offering a job to all these telepaths we have rendered jobless as guardians, as people to go there and mentally check that there are no telepath in the schools. That did not sit well with a few of them, and some of those who were activists became extremists. And but yeah, that's the quick chain of events of that led to telepath being banned. I'm not well. I guess it could. Yeah, I guess it could look like this. You know what? Yeah, it does look like that. That had not occurred to me at all. So let's see if we can cut across here to go there. I guess this is going to be what's considered unintended consequences. I'll have to see if I can do something with that. To be fair, in world, like, and not a lot of those people took that job because, you know, from their point of view, it's acting as a snitch. Enjoy your lurk, Akla. And that is not something they care to do, so this is where I'm going to go. But yeah, this is definitely. I have a couple of news show about people talking about it. So definitely something I can put in there. If you ever get to, you'd be willing to throw it around on a hole that needs filled. Um, I can always use characters. Ninja, I'm sure, but they are the kind to see power play, blackmail, hero story plot. Yeah, yeah. This is just backstory, but yeah, like there's story there. So vague guideline, people, not caricatures, not jokes. People. That is the first thing that is in this world. People. Oh, looks like you're still good, so. And if they can either be, well, as background character, they could be students at the university, at the Harker Academy. Well, people, not people, real persons, not caricature, not mustache twirling, whatever, but actual people with emotions, with biases, with nuances. So, if you're going to create someone with power, that he be hero or villain, first and foremost, they need to be people. They also cannot be the best in the world. Well, the more information you give me when I put that, the more accurate to your vision they will be when I put them somewhere. If you have how many people? Well, the school, the academy itself is going to have 3,000 students in 3,000 freshman student. The thing is, if you're going to write someone, I want them to be a person with a personality. Like, don't give me just random character A. Give me Steve Warwick and tell me who Steve is. Tell me, give me people. I don't care if you know generic people. If you want me to put them in the story in any meaningful way, they cannot be fully generic, because they'll just be someone in the background that will never get named, will never be talked to, will never this, will never that. Yeah, people. Background characters are very easy to come up with because I don't have to do anything. You're John Smith, you're a janitor. Well, tell me your life story, John. That's not a life story. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Someone like that does not get a job at Harker. Well, the hope is to go like that. But yeah, like, you know, ordinary people, that they have power or not, is what I'm looking for. I mean, if you want to tell stories in there, then okay, fine. You know, that person can be a bit more than ordinary because you're going to tell a story about them. What kind of power? They all exist, but if they're going to be a student, they're 18. And they're going to be basically the school. If they have power, if they're going to be student, like I said, they're 18. They're freshmen at university, and they're going to be in a how to be a superhero curriculum. And as I said, they can't be so, they can't be so powerful. No. It is the first ever school that teaches that kind of stuff. And it's going to have 300 super powered students and about 3,000 ordinary students. This is a response to keep the government from enacting a registration act after two rival super teams went at it in Jacksonville, Florida, and Jacksonville, Florida no longer exists. Sort of, yeah. But on the whole, the stories that I'll be telling are ordinary university story in which some stuff happens. There's going to be a supervillain attack at the end of the year in April. And of the 300, about 150 will graduate. A mix of the two. Some will be flunked out. Others will just decide that's not what they want. I have a character already. Colby is one of those who will leave. Colby doesn't even want to be there to start with. Colby is kind of just there because he was picked, and damn it, right. Well, I mean, he received an invitation, and his father accepted for him, figuring it would be a good experience. I don't know what format you're going with this, but you'd like to request a story about a superhero who starts out able to manipulate dust bunnies and move through the... Someone like that would probably show up in year 2. In year 1, there's a... basically, they have 10 years to prove that this is a viable thing. So the first, at the very least, the first year, most of the students were kind of hand-picked. Well, ridiculous power would not show up at the academy on the first year. I mean, you can create people for the world, you know. Because, yeah, for the first year, their goal was to pick the students they felt had the most chances of succeeding. Cool. Come on, any chance we can... well, on my Discord, there should be something for Harker. I don't believe it is hidden. Whoa, let's avoid the rocks. I said, let's avoid the rocks. What's a don't have perms for? There's a and character comments. Yeah, that's comments is there to either comment on the characters that are there or have talk or just to talk about characters. Character, the one you don't have access to is where I'm going to put down official characters for the world. Patrick should already be there. I don't know if Cedric has been put up there. Meh. Well, if there ever becomes a point where there's enough people talking there, I might create a general chat for Harker, but trust me, I don't expect people. There's barely any discussion going on in any of my Discord channels, so I don't expect there to be any significant discussions there either. It's a no to John Smith, the janitor working at Harker. Hey, Seth. Give me a moment. Oh, wait. Really? It is not in... Huh. Okay. I could. I thought I had put it in the YouTube. Ah, da 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 da. All right. So that should take you there. And if there's anybody in here, Come on, give me land before the bleeping serpent shows up. Good. Good. Well, okay, not quite good, but at least it is not the as you can expect, Seth, I might be a little slow to respond to the Discord. I made sure to pay attention so that you wouldn't, you know, be stuck in the lounge, in the landing zone any longer than needed. But I'm a little busy right now. Trying to get back to my base. And how are you doing? Seth, what are you up to today? You are quite welcome. Look at for Borg. Oh, cool. Where are you at in Valheim? Oh no 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 no! If there's bad weather in the ocean, I am not. Oh, come on. Really? You're in the Mistland? Oh, the swamp boss is the next boss I need to fight. And I am not planning on doing that anytime. So I'm doing base building right now, or more specifically base moving. I've got all my ores and ingots in here, moving it to my other base since I can't put that through portals. After that, I'll it was just a big mob. No, 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 no. I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't want to be in the ocean. No, that was just one of the bigger creatures in there. Especially when it's kind of across the map. How the hell am I still in the ocean? I think I'm going to beach myself. What? Let's not damage my boat. Oh, really? Oh shit, that's two of them. So this is my base. Oh, Zorth, you'll be happy. I have windows. I don't know if you saw my balcony. Okay, why are you crooked? How the hell did you end up? No, because you're crooked as well. Steel inner lining, no windows, 2 doors, bearable by steel beams. Only way to build a house. Yeah, but I want this to be a home, so... I feel that it needs to have a little more than that. Well, I have tall walls. I'm just on top of them. Like, this is all raised. Which means I don't get trespassers. Should not be doable. I had to move a few things, so it may have created a couple some spots, but I will be fixing that at some point. They can't scale that. That's the thing. Enemies cannot scale sharp walls. Alright. I really hope that weather's good on the ocean today, because I gotta travel for a while there. Yeah, unfortunately, there are no such zones. It's got Noob Zone. It's the Meadows. And they can still kill you. There we are. Home sweet home. I hate these. There we go. You know what? know what? All right. I can do the rest through via portal. All right, this is no longer connected. To... Oh, you have got to be kidding. Right. All right, first thing to get. Some of that. Ah, fuck. I forgot to... how many... You know what? 6 copper, I'm going to live without that. I'm going to survive without it. What do I? Let's start with stuff that I'm... Yeah, oh, he would be very angry at me, but I'm not taking a boat back just for that. Okay. Something I need to check. Yeah, okay. I need to expand. Are you guys attacking my boat? Am I gonna have to take down the boat just so that you guys don't, Fine, I'm gonna tear down my boat. Jeez. Happy now? Are you happy now? Hmm. I'll have to make myself a... something for my boat, but that's for later. I don't know how plausible something with a underground access is going to be. Right, these are gonna be in the way. Let's remove you. Right, that's not gonna work. Not as far as I would have liked, but... I never thought to use those stone arches as support for stair. That uses a lot. I believe Andre or maybe Mrs. Prickleton are the one who told me that to use that because, yeah, I was at a bit of a loss as to how I was going to make it happen. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to hide more of them. But that, or maybe put a booster next to them. So you go all the way there, so you're good. Okay, so in theory... Okay, so in theory this would have to be expanded. But I want to check something. Okay, so this is going to be far enough, so... I guess if I expand in that direction for a bit, I'll be able to have a garden there that's going to be away from the chests in the base, so I won't have to worry about accidentally grabbing some of that. And I think I may jump into the game tomorrow without the mods to remove these items, because with the mods they keep coming back, and that's a little bothersome. So alrighty. Oh, with the stuff like the branches on the ground, if I pick it up, there's a spot here that respawns. So it's gonna come back, or at least because all of these things had been cleared and they returned after a while. Same with the dandelions. Like, these are things I don't want back on my platform. So I'm gonna come back without the mod, take them away, and so it's gonna be clear, hopefully. Whee. Alrighty, and with that, oh really? Oh, so even if I collect them without the mod, without a mod, because they don't come back without the mod, at least I don't believe they do. No, I did not plant them. These were just there. Are you really not gonna... Are you really not going to do that? Like, you really don't want to... Well, okay, actually, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna want you... like that. There we go. Mods have no effect on that? Really? Oh. Alrighty. But with that, I am going to bring the stream to an end. So thank you very much, everyone. For if I had planted them with the plant, everything, you could hold the cultivator and right-click to remove. Oh. I did not know I could do that. That's good to know. So thank you, Mrs. Prickleton. Thank you, Zorth. Thank you, But It Plays. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Akla. Thank you, Andre. Zorth and anyone else I may have missed. I will be back tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. For more Valheim, and I would at the very least continue trying to turn this into a home, which will probably involve moving stuff over. Maybe start the garden as well. So I want a garden here. And I hope to see you then. If I do not, I hope you have a good rest of the week. A good weekend when it arrives. And I will see you when I see you.